try this again.
I believe we're back.
So it's just going to be 2 videos.
I don't see no picture.
I don't see no picture either. Oh, hang on. There it goes. We're back.
Little technical abilities.
Little hiccup ski. They heard us talking shit about Biden and they cut us off.
Bring it out the fire. This thing just will not stay. We're good. Squeeze it on tight. It still won't stay, you little piece of junk. Anyway. I'll just put this thing right here. Check this out. Hello.
We were on a roll there.
We were on a roll there, and then we started discussing Biden, and
the feds cut us off.
They cut the.
Where's the hat? Oh.
Oh shit! It's over there. They cut the funding. It's like, fuck that! You didn't pay your internet bill. Shutting you down. All right. For anyone new watching, this is the hat of
the fucking feds shut us down. Damn it!
I wonder if that messes with the hertz from your microphone.
I doubt it.
Microphone.
I mean, it's just aluminum.
Do you have something to add, or was it just because the Fed shutting us down and you had to get the hat?
Oh, that was it.
The Fed shut us down.
Fed shut us down. So my story.
Yes.
A friend of mine, her cousin works in a store in the mall. I forget the name of the store, but apparently they're headquartered in Canada, and they have a national mandate in their store that everybody who comes in the store has to get hand sanitized. Which
rightfully so.
I mean, it's
why wouldn't you?
It's not that big of a deal, right?
I've always used hand sanitizer. Like I see it out on a desk or whatnot at the bank.
Yeah, you usually just instinctively just like, right. But anyway, I guess some lady made a huge deal about it, and I'm just like, just shut the fuck up and just like, even without COVID, like it's not a bad idea.
No, because honestly, they say the flu was on decline this year because of COVID. Because of precautions that were put into place.
Bullshit.
To keep people healthier. Well, I'm not necessarily saying
Oh no, you're probably
the flu
right.
does not exist anymore, but obviously it does.
Well, no, but you're probably right. The numbers probably are down. Now that I think about it.
And the thing is, I was skeptical.
Susceptible.
Skeptical of that first because I was like, I had to get my tinfoil hat on. Like the government is trying to say that flu cases are COVID cases, but the reason I'm saying that is because I haven't really gotten sick this year, and I normally get pretty sick at least once or twice a year.
Well,
I got a little bit, but nothing like crazy.
I'm still pretty sure I got COVID in February.
I had a sinus infection, and they tried to say that that's a sign of COVID infection. I was like, it's also a sinus infection that I've had. I get sinus infections like once or twice a year.
Yeah. Well, no, I'm pretty sure I got COVID because I'm pretty good at self-diagnosing myself. Like, if I'm not feeling good, I can generally tell if it's bacterial or viral. Like, just, this sounds weird, but like based on the taste of it.
Yeah.
Like, I can tell if it's bacterial or not. This time it didn't, like, the symptoms felt bacterial, but it didn't feel bacterial, you know what I mean? So I'm like, okay, it's probably viral. And but then, like, nothing I took worked, and then finally I broke down and I was like, fuck it, I've got some antibiotics left over from when I was sick a couple of years ago. I'll just pop some of those, and I should be fine in like a day or two. Nothing. 4 straight days on antibiotics, no change. So I'm like, well, it's sure as hell not bacterial. And like, it was weird because nothing I took made me feel, and like, it wasn't bad. Like, it was bad enough to be annoying, but not bad enough to stay home. So, and that lasted for probably about 4 days, I think. And then the weird thing was I didn't lose taste, but it affected my taste. Everything kind of tasted a little
off.
Yeah, it tasted a little diluted and off. But I was fine. And then COVID started really getting prominent. And then I'm like, and then I'll never forget, I read an article where a guy from Australia listed his symptoms, and he had mild symptoms. It was one of the first, like, big cases that was mild. And I'm like, oh, shit. That sounds familiar.
You're like, I had the COVID.
And then the other thing, too, is I've been around people, not on purpose, but, like, I have a retail store. So, I mean, people come in all the time. And then, like, so many people are like, "Oh yeah, I got COVID." I'm like, "Well, shit." Like I not that I've made out with anybody, but I mean like I've been in fairly close proximity and with a mask and all that too, but
I legit, any person that has had COVID, I will just literally go. I'll just talk to them like, so how was it? And I literally, I just get their information and talk to everyone else. And literally, the worst thing that most people I've heard that get it is mostly just loss of taste and
yeah.
groggy feeling. No
Yeah.
energy. And I'm
Yeah,
like,
like you're kind of in a fog.
yeah. And
That's the best way I can describe that 4 days I was talking about in February. It was just like I was in a fog. Like everything was just kind of like fuck. Well, and then another contractor that I know who thankfully like this was perfect timing because I haven't seen him in like 2 weeks. And then I found out, or it had been 2 weeks. I think it's been about 2.5. But I found out yesterday that he has COVID. And sure enough, like he's apparently on his ass, but he smokes, drinks like a fish. Not particularly active, and he's older. Like he's not super old, but I mean he's older.
got to take care of yourself, people.
And I'm like, well, I'm starting to see a trend here.
Yeah, exactly.
Speaking of taking care of yourself, you'll appreciate this. So you saw my Instagram post about I think I found the greatest Planet Fitness ever.
Yeah, that place was huge.
It got even better, dude. Their squat racks are straight. Like they're straight vertical.
No bullshit.
No bullshit.
Dude.
And you know what? It's fucking easier.
Well, yeah.
Like I can lift more.
Well, because you got to think.
Like drastically more.
Well, maybe I'll have to come up. Which one was this at?
I'll tell you off air, I kind of don't want to ruin it. Because part of the reason why it's so awesome is because it's giant and like it's always dead. Well, not dead, but I mean, I'll put it this way because the first one, the one that's actually closest to my new house, is like a quarter of the size of the one here. And it was packed. Like it was and plus they didn't have all the equipment I needed. Like they didn't even have, I don't even know what you call it, but the leg raises rack thing.
Calf raises?
No. It's not a weight
where
machine.
the little pedal.
You hop up there and you
on
can
your
do
feet.
like leg lifts and shit.
Leg? No, it's not. Is it seated leg in?
It's not a weight machine. It's a I gotta find out what that damn thing's
stretcher?
called. No.
So there's no bar. There's no black weights.
No, there's no weight on it. So what you do is it's basically like this chair, but there's handles here. Oh, it's got the dip rack attached to it.
Oh, okay.
That thing.
Okay, I get what you're saying.
Yeah, they don't have one. Which I'm like, that's weird.
Stupid.
That's pretty standard for a gym, I would think. But yeah, dude, it's awesome. I realized that. Yes, I realized that last night when I went to do my squats and my bench press. I was like, holy shit, these are straight down.
Like this should be a lot easier.
Well, no, actually, no. What happened was
Still Smith rack, right?
What's that?
Smith.
Yeah, but
With the hooks?
it's straight vertical, and I realized it because, like, I go and I start squatting. I'm like, either I got a lot stronger in less than a week, or there's something different. And then when I racked it after my first set, I'm like, oh.
I don't know. I feel like the slight whatever this is, slight angle on the thing actually kind of makes it harder because when you come down,
It does.
you have to go like that, so it's making you work out.
It does, and the reason being because I researched this after because I was curious. I'm like, this should not be that much easier. Like I legitimately I can easily lift 20 more pounds on that, like legit, and it would be the same level of difficulty.
Then just work up to it, and then
Yeah.
and then when you're at that 20, just add another 20. Holy shit!
Well, no, because like I don't want to out myself because I don't lift a lot, but like I had just raised my weight last week on these other ones.
On the shitty ones.
Yeah. Well, and those are like the state of the art ones. These are clearly older, or at least they look like it, but I don't know. Anyway.
Sometimes when it comes to fitness machines, older is better.
Older is better. The only thing I don't like about this location is on their rowing machines and their oh my god, I'm having a total brain fart tonight there. This thing.
You don't get contact from gummies, do you?
What's this thing called? Oh my god.
Overhead pull down?
Yes, lat pull down.
Pull downs.
Yeah. Their machines like that, the weights are not like even pounds because and I suspect this does I don't mean to sound racist, but they have a lot of Hispanic people that work out there, so halves and kilograms.
Mm.
But anyway, like so at the one here, it's for 10, 20, 10, 15, 20, 30, so on. But theirs it's like 32 and a half, like 44.2 or something like that. So I just go closest ish. But their plates are the same.
Oh, I'm not gonna sneeze. I'm just yawning, people.
I thought a sneeze was coming. I was gonna let that thing get audible.
He's like,
It's coming.
um,
So, but yeah, the Biden circle jerk, like, and I gotta temper this because it sounds like I'm dogging on Biden. I'm not dogging on Biden specifically. I'm simply pointing out the fact that I think I actually said today. I said, "Jeez, this is so bad." Like, somebody could release a Biden sex tape where he's in a six-way with like a bunch of black dudes, and if that got released today, they would spin it in a way it was like, look what a champion for minority rights he is. He's down there with like, I'm just like that's literally what would happen.
he's down with it, all right.
Well, no, they'd find a way to spin it to be like, see how he is for, for the minority community. He's there.
It wouldn't be him though. It'd be Jill.
International Women's Day.
Oh my gosh. Cue the Pornhub music. I think it goes like that. I can't remember. I've never seen that.
But I mean, not that I frown on, not that I frown on the gay community at all. That's not the case. But what I'm saying is like he could literally, okay, a better example they could release a video of him blowing cocaine out of a hooker's ass, and they'd be like, look at him, he's a job creator. Like the
He's
guy can
just
do
like,
no wrong.
what's his face on Wolf of Wall Street?
Yeah, just like Jordan Belfort. Wolfie,
The name's Jordan Belfort.
Wolfie. I swear it is gonna come out.
What was her name?
The stripper.
Venice, where are you, Venice? Remember?
I think it was Venice.
Yeah, it was a black chick. She had a candle in his ass. And she pulled it out, and then she started dumping the hot wax
What
on
did
him.
he say? Yeah, they say owie wowie.
That shit was so funny. That's possibly that's my favorite movie.
It's up there. Strangely, I watch it when I want motivation of all things.
Oh, absolutely. It's like, man, I could watch that at the gym and just be inspired.
I just think of it as like, imagine if I was in that same spot, but I didn't have the dependence on cocaine. Like, holy shit, what could I do?
I mean, if you had a mind like that and were able to do that without all the drugs, yeah.
Dude, I've incorporated. I watched one of his one of Jordan Belfort's like presentations.
Oh, dude knew what he was doing.
Oh, dude, there's no disputing it.
One of the best salesmen in the history of the
Well,
world.
and by his own admission, if he hadn't been so high all the goddamn time, he probably could have gotten away with it.
Yeah. You're off the phone.
Get off the phone.
That's that.
Steve Madden. He makes shoes. How good was fucking Jonah Hill in that movie?
Dude, Jonah Hill's such an underrated actor.
Yeah.
He's so good. Like,
Did you ever see This Is the End?
oh, it was great.
Oh fuck, it's so fun.
It's like, yeah, Danny McBride's just like, yeah, I'll just lube up and slide right in. And just Channing Tatum. He's like, what's up, guys?
I love him. You know what? I gotta publicly apologize to Channing Tatum because I gave that guy so much shit before I knew how funny he was.
Hilarious. 21 Jump Street and 22 Jump Street?
That's what honestly tipped the scale for me because up until then I just thought Channing Tatum was the guy who played a male stripper and was in all those chick flicks.
Dude.
And then 21 Jump Street rolls around. And he's like, not so Slim Shady. What's up? Holy shit.
If you've never seen, I'm pretty sure the movie, it's Channing Tatum's in it. I'm pretty sure the movie's just called Fighting.
Mm-hmm.
He's a underground
Yep, I've
boxer.
seen it.
That was a good movie.
Yep. You know what another really good fighting movie is? Well, there's two. One was not a surprise. One's just really damn good. Have you seen Warrior?
Well, maybe.
I always get the guy who played Venom. What's his name? Tom Hardy?
Yes.
Yeah, Tom Hardy's in it. It's fucking awesome.
I think I was looking that up recently.
Oh, it's so good. But then the one that was a surprise was Southpaw with Jake Gyllenhaal.
I've been meaning to watch that. I
Very
heard it's
good.
really good.
Very good.
We'll have to give it a fight. Give it a fight.
So I have a guilty pleasure boxing movie actually. That's so good, but nobody knows about it. It's called Gladiator. It's a boxing movie from the 90s, and it reeks of 90s, but a young Cuba Gooding Jr. is in it. And then the main kid looks like a cross between, like, if Dolph Lundgren and Vanilla Ice had a love child. I'm serious, that's what the dude looks like.
That's quite descriptive.
I thought about it many a night. But I found this movie completely on accident. And I'm like, fuck it, I'm bored, I'll watch it. And I'm like, oh shit, this is good. And then it's not Jack Nicholson, but the villain looks kind of like a Jack Nicholson type. It's a really good movie, though.
Warrior, you said?
Well, Warrior's the really good one with Tom Hardy, and then Gladiator.
Gladiator, my bad. Those are not mixing well. Muscle relaxer and well, the muscle relaxer is like one to put me down. Like I'm like, so I'm trying to.
Yeah, this is a partially intoxicated podcast, so there's no way we're staying on topic.
It's whatever. But
some of these have to be just whatever, though. Sometimes that's where our gold comes from.
So, not predictions. So, I mean, yeah, predictions. So, what do you think? Is everything going to change?
No. I think, well, okay.
I'm not even saying everything. I'm saying certain few things that are very important, like unity. Let's just start off with that.
I hope. See, here's what's going to happen.
I don't think he can pull it off.
For all our liberal viewers out there, I want you to do me a favor. I want you to just pay attention for the next 2 years. Just really pay attention. Don't take anything anyone says at face value. Research it, because what's going to happen is there's going to be a lot of talk of change and unity, but it's going to be mostly talk. And I hope I'm wrong, because I hope what the Biden administration is able to do is to bridge the gap. Now, I know they're not going to get the far right nutcases to, come to the table, nor should they, because those people are fucking crazy. But I hope they can kind of get rid of this like big partisan divide. But you're not going to do that if you go back to the way you were, where basically the left was just calling most of the country just worthless and stupid. That's how you get a Donald Trump in the White House. That's how that happened.
And then all the events that led to a Joe Biden. I still think that.
Well, I think the Democrats knew what they were doing by basically making sure. And if you don't believe me, like, I'm sorry, you're delusional. They made sure Joe Biden got that nomination.
I'll tell you what. I understand she had different principles than a lot of the Democrats running. But if they would have backed Tulsi Gabbard.
Tulsi Gabbard's not a Democrat, though. I mean, she is, but
she's a labeled one, but she's got different views. But the thing is, she has some views that I don't agree with, and they're definitely Democrat, left-leaning, liberal. And that's what I was going to say to you, though, was classic liberals.
Classical liberal, yeah.
Classic liberals are obviously different than the
which I would say I'm probably, more than anything, I'm probably a classical liberal, because I do lean libertarian, but some of those dudes are fucking crazy. Like, I'm sorry, I want police departments, and I want fire departments, and I like public roads.
Absolutely.
I'm a big fan of public roads.
Yeah, could you imagine having to get out and fill a pothole?
Well, frankly, I mean, that needs to be addressed.
Yeah, why'd I even bring that up? That was a bad example.
Because the government
cities don't even fill the potholes.
Because the government does suck at many things, and that's one of them.
God, dude, I can't remember which street, but it's downtown Indianapolis.
All of downtown Indianapolis.
All of downtown Indianapolis. Yeah, you have to swerve the potholes because it's like whack-a-mole.
Dude, the first time I ever legitimately destroyed a tire was downtown Indy, and it sucked because I saw it coming. But here's the thing,
worst.
I'm driving down, I think it was off 21st Street. But anyway, I'm driving and it's a one lane because you're downtown. Well, it's one lane going this way and then one lane going this way. So I'm going towards it. I see the pothole, but I can't stop in time Plus, there's somebody behind me, and there's somebody coming at me from the other lane. So all I can do is kind of like hit the brake as much as I can without causing an accident and brace for impact. Oh, dude, not even. It was literally like a boom, and like I felt it. The
Was it in
wheel.
your truck?
No, this was years ago. This
Oh
was in
my
my car.
god! Oh my gosh! Yeah, you definitely felt
Oh,
that.
dude, I knew I was gonna need to pull in, so I pulled in. There was a McDonald's right to my right, so I pulled in the parking lot, and like I can hear the hubcap scraping on the ground.
Oh shit!
Like it destroyed that tire. Like destroyed it.
I've only destroyed 3 tires in my entire life. Well, that includes rims. I destroyed 2 at the same time. Yeah, I was there's a corner right over here. You know the old viaducts down there that you go under and you beat. You have to honk your horn going
Yeah,
around
yeah,
it.
yeah.
Well, I was coming up from there to turn out on the Progress Road from Clark Road,
Mm-hmm.
and I had my buddy and a couple of girls in the car,
Yeah, you
and
did.
I was acting like an idiot. I went around that corner doing about 35, 45 mile an hour, and I was doing fine, and then I hit a patch of gravel on the road. It wasn't even gravel, it was just dust and gravel. Just kept sliding sideways, and then ended up busting both my tires on. You know where Anthony's, where his mom and stepdad lived, that truck driver?
Yeah, it lived. Yeah.
Yeah, bam, right there.
Ooh.
Yeah, I had to have a tow truck come and tow it, and my dad just bent the tires back and the wheels and put the tires back on. I literally blew the tires off the rims, so I did not destroy them. And then my dad fixed it, and it was able to hold air.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's about like when I wrecked your moped.
Oh my gosh, that was funny. You just went straight into the ditch. You were flying there.
I did not half-ass it at all.
You definitely whiskey throttled it. And it was only a 2-stroke. It was basically automatic.
Oh, I flipped over the sumbitch.
That was so funny. That was the best. That was the best part. But
Was it you that had the mini bike?
yeah, that's what I had. I never had a moped.
Was I on the mini bike?
Yeah, remember it was little.
Oh, yeah,
it
I
looked
guess
like a
you're-
little dirt bike. Remember, because it had a blue
You
horn.
he looked like the Grinch when he stole the little car.
I tell you what, though, man, that
I
thing
got
was
it
so
around.
loud. I got to A and B quicker than a bike. That's probably why I stayed fat when I was that young. Huh?
Man, I can't imagine. Like, I just remember how often we walked or rode bikes. But we walked a fair amount.
I just had not an epiphany, but like an idea. And these are videos we could literally just record and then come back out and post them. I'm kind of riffing this on air, but hey, we should tell stupid stories from our past and just record them.
We need to get Craig and those tapes.
I'm pretty sure that could be done.
This needs to happen.
Oh yeah, those tapes were creepy.
Well, not
the
only
little
that,
girls
like,
and they were funny.
oh, I'm sure there's gold in there.
The little girls, you know that.
Yeah, that was
obviously they didn't have
that
any.
was creepy, and I still can't explain that shit. Cause like, okay, so here's what you have to understand about that, and we'll find it, we'll put it up. But here's the thing, and you might not be able to hear this in the tape, but we were there, and it sounded like they were like right
there.
outside the door. Maybe not even right outside the door, like in the room.
That was creepy shit.
But there's no way, because you have to understand, like, his house is literally in the middle of nowhere, and it's surrounded by corn.
Did he have the pool at the time?
No, not yet.
No, Craig.
Nope.
Craig. Remember, they got their pool torn out.
Maybe it was after that, but they didn't have a pool there at the time.
Okay, because we swam over there. Me, you, and Sean.
Yeah.
Yeah, because remember Sean was afraid.
Yeah,
Sean,
but
if
this
you're
was
watching,
before.
He was too afraid to jump in the pool.
Dude, the funniest... So, were you there? Yeah, I think you were there some of the later parties, but, like, there was a tradition on Craig's birthday. I would always get him one of those, like, I don't even think they still make, or maybe they do.
Styrofoam planes?
Yeah, the styrofoam
Dude.
planes.
Yeah.
But it was a tradition, because I'd always get him a styrofoam plane, and we'd fly it for 10 minutes, and then take the piece apart and beat the shit out of each other.
That's what you do with them.
Like, it became a tradition. Like, I did that for, like, what, 5 years in a row?
Dude, you know how expensive those things are now?
Oh, I don't
They
even
have
want to
them,
think
they're
about
like
it.
they're like $15 or $20, and it's just a little bit of styrofoam. And yet you back in the day, I remember buying them. They're like $2-3.
Yeah, I know, and it never occurred to me to just buy styrofoam.
Yeah.
Always had to be the plane.
It was fun though,
Yeah, should do. We need to get Craig on this podcast.
dude.
He'll remind me
He's
of
so
story.
busy though.
I know. I know. He's got how old's his
His son
Yeah, his
is
son. Yeah.
should be close to a year or less than a
I
year.
was gonna say, yeah,
They
he's
just
still
had him not
young.
too long ago, and then his wife, I think she has 2 daughters.
Yeah, I knew
And
that
then,
she had kids, but I know that they just had one recently.
yeah, well they had a child also die on them.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I had this I can't remember what it's called, but a crazy just once in a lot,
Yeah, I
one in
know.
like a million.
That's why I know they were really because I saw it on Facebook. They were so excited when.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I deliver food to his mom all the time.
Oh yeah.
Nita, you remember her?
Oh yeah.
She was hilarious.
I I used to do an impression of her yelling at Craig, and I felt bad, but my mom.
Craig! I can't remember.
Craig.
Oh, she would always yell at him from the other room,
Always.
and he literally just be sitting in his room like, "Mom, what? Come here!"
Oh my gosh.
Do you remember-
We had way too much fun at his
Dude.
house.
Me, you, and Craig. You remember when we went through the?
We were fucking animals back then.
Yeah, but she went along with it though.
Oh yeah.
Remember when we recorded?
Oh
that?
dude, we thought we were
Remember,
getting away
hurry
with.
burger with cheese, please.
Oh yeah, she was in on it. She took us through the drive-through and
Yeah, and then we played the
do those
little
antics.
recorder.
Yeah, she was totally in on it. But like we thought we were little geniuses back then, and meanwhile everybody's just letting us get away with it.
It was dumb shit. Like the more I think about it, I was
But like
what
we
the
weren't doing anything bad.
right.
Mildly annoying, but not bad.
We're not annoying. No, I'm just kidding.
Well, we're we're thanks to my fucking dog. Open up the fridge.
You're trying to sneak a Pepsi out of your fridge in the middle of the night.
But like we're allowed to have it.
Yeah,
We just need to be quiet.
Like in Cisco, he had other plans. He's like, nah, bitch, it's my fridge.
In my fridge, motherfucker.
Shit.
Still the best dog ever.
I agree. He was also mean. Remember when he attacked you on the laptop and you recorded it?
And then we had the slow motion recording of that. Woo!
It's like that stuff. I could sit here and record that stuff now. It's just not as funny.
No,
But then
'cause
thinking back on that and like how
the novelty wore off.
it did.
But like how we used to sit for hours and download those MIDI files
Oh,
Of-
dude, just the
of like 12 seconds of the Japanese Dragon Ball dub.
oh, okay, yeah.
Like that.
Yeah, and we're like, what the fuck is this?
Or Elmo saying, "Shut the fuck up."
Oh my gosh.
We just thought that was the coolest thing ever.
Anyone out there in Wonderland remember, I think it was MX Downloader or something like that. I think something like that. And then LimeWire, which we didn't start using LimeWire until like almost high school. We were.
I
Using
never
something else
used
back in
LimeWire.
the day. Yeah, there was some suspect files on there. Everybody got, and they got viruses.
Yeah, that's why I didn't use it.
Or you downloaded the wrong Dragon Ball Z movie.
And then you
Boom, chicka, chicka, bow, wow, bring me your Piccolo.
Oh my god. But yeah, it was funny. I never did use LimeWire because by the time I got internet that was fast enough to use it, I'd heard enough people say like, "Don't use LimeWire."
Man, I used Napster,
I didn't use
used
Napster.
LimeWire. I used another one. It was before LimeWire.
I used BitTorrent for a while, but
Yeah, I still use BitTorrent every now and then.
yeah. Of course, now we have viewers. And
Yeah, we're totally not talking about the topic.
what do you want us to talk about? Use the chat box
Yeah.
and send it to the internet.
Put one of those hash browns behind it.
Like Hash Brown Team Cobra Kai.
Hash brown average intelligence.
Which, by the way, if you're
Merch.
just joining us, we have official Average Intelligence merchandise, and you can too.
And if you're just joining us, I'm injured currently at the moment. That's why I'm chilling in a recliner.
And he blew his back out doing manly things.
Oh, not my back, my neck.
Okay, he blew his neck out doing manly things.
That sounds wrong.
I mean, like push-ups and squats.
Okay, well, that sounds better. Blew your neck out doing manly things. You know, our viewers can't see it, but up there, the partial to that pool, and then that little pink thing and that white thing, like if you catch that from an angle, it looks like a mouth.
I can see that.
Yeah, it creeps me out. That's definitely the muscle relaxers talking.
And you can't see it.
So anyway,
So yeah. Oh,
whoa,
so anyway, after that
whoa.
long, drawn-out diatribe, all the liberal people out there you're gonna see a lot of perceived change, but there's not gonna be a lot of change.
No.
Not at all. Because, and here's why. Like, there's a political reason for this. Because again, the Biden administration's not stupid. They're very good at. I don't want to say they're lying, but I mean they're lying. But they know that they got to toe the line for 2 years. Arguably, they have to toe the line for 4 years because they need to keep people on their side, and that means moderate Democrats or more likely like independent voters that could lean one way or the other. And what the Republicans need to do, and listen to me when I say this, you guys need to shut the fuck up.
Well, you need to get your nose to the grindstone and start
Yeah,
working
and you
on
need to.
loopholes for voting.
Well, not only that, you need to, like they need to play a very, very calculated game because they need to work with the Democrats where they can, but like pick your battles. Because, i.e., if they want to rejoin the Paris Accord, what the fuck ever, that's not a hill to die on.
Still costly though.
Yeah, it's costly, but so is the stimulus.
It's all costly. Yeah, and the funny thing is,
well, and the thing about the Paris Climate Accord is, I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe it's $1 trillion over 10 years. I could be wrong.
It's possible.
I think that's it though. So $1 trillion over 10 years is different than $3 trillion in 24 hours.
Yeah, that's pretty much just getting burned up.
Well, so it looks like I would wager to say we're looking at another stimulus, and I'm going to tell you right now it's going to be $2,000 payments. You watch, even though the Democrats.
1,400.
Oh, is it going to be 1,400?
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Biden was actually just talking about it. He said that it's not going to be feasible until 3 to 4 more weeks. He said, because that was initially one of his big things. As soon as I get in office, that's the first thing I'm going to work on is COVID relief.
I'll give him that. He's working on it.
I understand, but the thing is, he said
it's already been drafted. It had been drafted for weeks. They were waiting.
He said it's going to be 4 weeks before anything comes because he wants to make sure everything goes through its proper. Getting really dry mouth. It's proper. Wait. Oh my gosh, dude! It's proper way to just fucking get shit done. Whatever.
The proper procedures.
Oh my god. I can't talk. Like literally, my mouth is so dry. That's a side effect of muscle relaxers.
Got that cotton mouth.
Oh, that's probably from candy. But anyway, so they're going through their proper procedures. Thank you. And
well, it shouldn't take long considering they have majorities in both houses, and the Republicans would be very stupid to vote against a relief bill.
So did Georgia call it then?
I mean, officially. Yeah.
I haven't looked anything up on Georgia. I haven't heard about it.
Oh, that's what I don't know about. I don't know about officially, but it
was
looks
only
like
98%, and then I mean, obviously 98% is pretty much fucking done.
I was gonna say, like, for all intents and purposes, it's done.
Right.
So, but again, the Democrats have to be smart here. So they've got two options. They can either push through everything they want in 2 years, or they can play the long game. And honestly, I don't know which one's a better strategy for them.
Let's see how that plays out for him, Cotton. Probably not going to play out very well.
That is the most underrated part of that movie, is Jason Bateman on commentary.
Dude, and the funny thing is, looking back, he was so young and
I
skinny
know.
looking. Like he doesn't have that, like, really, plump face as he does now. And the dude's not, like, out of shape or fat or anything like that, but it's like some people...
He's just getting older, and it's starting to show.
That sucks, gaining weight in your face. Like, that's when I get fat, I gain weight in my face.
So I have this really weird thing in a lot of movies, like, certain lines stick out and I think are so funny, but, like, they're the weirdest thing. So his is the way he says, I forget the first line, but then he's just, something, something, Cotton, let's watch. I don't remember what the. I need to rewatch that movie, but and then I think my favorite line in that movie is when they're talking about Average Joe's closing down, and then Steve the Pirate, just the most random line he has, and most people probably don't even remember. But he's like, "Joe's be the only place for Steve."
Did you
Whose idea was that? Just have a dude randomly talking like a pirate. That's so funny.
did you watch the new It's?
Yeah,
Okay. Remember Bill's dad?
in the first one,
Yeah. He was only in it for just a little bit because the thing is
I feel like I don't. But
they were inside the garage
Yeah.
and the thing fell over and no. It was when he was doing the pipes to show where Georgie went when he flushed him. He's
Oh
like,
yeah,
"Dad,
yeah,
look,
yeah, 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 yeah.
that's the pirate from Dodgeball."
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know if you knew that.
He's also in A Knight's Tale and is hysterical. I watched that movie
Oh,
randomly
that's a good
like
movie.
a couple nights ago.
I haven't watched that in a long time.
Dude, it's so funny. It still holds up. Except now I get more jokes. Every time I watch it, I get more of the jokes.
I just rewatched all of Cobra Kai again.
Dude, I'm starting to rewatch it too, and I'm not ashamed.
Send it to the internet. Put a
Send
hash
it to
brown
the
behind
internet.
it.
So the promo video that we had problems with, I think I told you. I said throw some background music on it, flip it, and send it to the internet.
Yeah, well, we didn't like you anyway. Someone left.
Oh, well, piss. No, they didn't.
We had 3.
They've still got 3.
I don't know. It doesn't make any sense.
Maybe we got somebody else.
Somebody else.
So I got a bone to pick with you guys that are watching. You people. Sorry, that was sexist.
Uh-oh.
It's like, you guys need to engage more. The chat box is there. Use it.
We
Join
do.
the conversation.
All you gotta do is type.
Yeah, you gotta message us because we're engaging you the whole time. We do this for you.
That's what these shirts are for. Oh, look, we lost another one. He's like, man.
Oh, I'm looking at the wrong numbers. That's why.
I don't know whether or not to trust that bottom one.
I don't trust it. Because YouTube already kicked us off because we were talking too much shit about Biden.
Yeah, that's why we kind of changed our subject a little bit.
No, I mean, I'll talk. I don't
They're
care.
listening. No, I don't care.
I don't care. I don't give a fuck.
But,
Oh, there's a cat using the litter box.
is that what that sound is?
I think.
Sound like a can being kicked outside.
Oh, well, I think I'm hearing different things.
I don't know. I'm on medication.
Trash bins.
Trash cans. Trash cans. I need to upload that too.
I know. Yeah, we need to do that. We're gonna be eventually. We'll just post like clips. Some of our either like some really good points that we made that came true,
Or some skits
or
or something.
oh, I mean just pulling from the podcast like little
Oh,
clips.
right. Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, we're gonna do. Like I said, the original plan was that we were gonna.
Once it gets warmer.
And we were gonna record Eric doing DDP yoga for the first time, not because it's funny, but because I'm telling you, like, it's much more intense than you think it is.
Fat boy's gonna do yoga.
I'm telling you, when you can actually physically do it, it's.
Diamond Dallas Page is the shit, dude.
Dude, I fucking love DDP.
Yeah,
Dude's a walking cliche, but like he lives it.
Yeah.
And that's why it's not like, a lot of times you see these like self-motivating people and you just eye roll. You're like, ugh.
Shit, I'll tell you.
Because they're full of shit. DDP's not full of shit. That dude became world heavyweight champion at 45, I think.
I don't think so.
Because he didn't start in-ring wrestling till he was 40. Like that's when most dudes like start wrapping it up. Like that's when most of them hit their high points between like the ages of 35 and 45. He didn't start until 40.
Jeez, man.
And then he blew his back out. And then a year later, he's world heavyweight champion.
Because he's a bad motherfucker.
Which I didn't realize how old the self-high five thing really is. Turns out it was in his entrance thing back in WCW. I'm like, oh my god. But I mean, the dude lives it. That's why I don't. Which he has a new documentary out that's on Amazon Prime right now. I haven't watched it yet.
Is it included in Prime or is it?
Yeah, it's included in Prime. Although, and then his first documentary, the resurrection of Jake the Snake. Holy shit, it's good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, if you haven't seen it, I highly recommend. I think it's on Prime too. It's on Prime or it's somewhere.
I was gonna say that's about the era I watched it in.
What do you mean?
Jake the Snake's old. Older.
You know, Jake the Snake's in AEW now. Not as a wrestler. He's a manager. But I was happy for him, man.
That's good.
Because he went through some shit, you know.
I can't remember a lot. I watched it a little bit with you guys when we were younger, and a little bit with my older
Well,
brothers.
I didn't actively watch it when I was younger.
No, it wasn't you.
No, in fact, I didn't start. I didn't even know what it was. Well, no, I take that back because I guess my dad watched it when I was really young, but I don't remember. But my dad was a WWF guy. He was a Macho Man fan.
Oh, Randy Savage.
Yeah. Well, no, and I remember because this is so weird. Like, I know my dad was a wrestling fan because when Spider-Man came out, the first one with Tobey Maguire, we're watching it and he's like, "You know who that is, don't you?" And I'm like, "No." And he's like, "That's Macho Man Randy Savage." Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I know, man. Gas prices already are going up.
Oh, that's a given. Oh, that's something that's gonna happen.
But the thing is, though, that's another thing. You know, he just sparked my memory.
Yeah. See, thank you. This is what happens when you engage. Because I wouldn't even think about that. But yeah, that's true.
Gas prices with Trump, you know, they've been pretty steady.
Oh, I know. That tends to happen when a
$2
Republican's in power, with the exception of George W., which they had a. That was a logical.
That was different.
Yeah, there were mitigating circumstances.
There was a war. Well, kind of a war. War on terrorism. Is what they call it.
Well, but I mean, there was combat in the region, and
right. So.
But yeah, gas prices are gonna go up.
I just
the one good thing though is we might not see an increase in utility prices because of the natural gas production.
Oh, fracking.
Well, fracking and other.
It's bad.
But yeah, gas prices are more than likely going to go up. I hope I'm wrong, but we'll see. Well, and Trump he didn't eliminate a lot of the taxes, but they changed some things to keep gas prices low, and I think that's going to go away.
Which that would be dumb if you think about it. If it's helping out people spend more money because they're going to buy more stuff, and I get, you know, if gas prices are higher, people are more conservative.
Mm-hmm.
If they're lower, they're like, yeah, I can make that extra trip this week.
Yep.
You know.
Yeah, but again, that would make more sense. It makes sense, but it would make more sense if gas was a public utility, but it's not. It's still a private business. So at a certain point, these guys want to make their money. But and plus, oil is a commodity, so that has. I mean, it has somewhat to do with supply and demand, but it's an economic force. I mean, it's. But I don't know. We'll see.
I didn't even check to see if our microphones were.
Do what?
I didn't even check to see if our mic.
Oh, I can hear myself.
No, I know you can, but.
Can you hear us? You too.
Do.
Do. Do we?
Oh, that's the last one. The one that cut us off. We made it 20 minutes into that.
Did we really? It felt like it was shorter.
Yeah, and then someone commented said 6 days ago. What's going on, YouTube?
What is up?
I don't know. We'll figure it out after.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
After we end. Friends. So what else we got?
I'm thinking. Well, it was funny. A lot of people were asking me, "It's like, do you think something's gonna happen?" I'm like, no. Like, that's probably the most secure inauguration ever.
That was That was stupid because everyone's like, oh, blah blah, the Trump supporters are gonna come back even more.
No, they're not.
And I'm like, no, that's the difference.
They got that shit locked down.
Because they're like, okay, so they shot you know how many ever, and then the police officer died. It's like, yeah, we're not going there.
Yeah,
and they didn't.
Nope, I think that would have been very foolish.
There were fake. Supposedly there were fake.
Stuff.
Technical difficulties.
Yeah, this has been a weird day. Like, I spilled my drink, and then so the reason I'm normally here a lot sooner, but I got here at the nick of time. But I went to war with my washer and dryer. I got my new ones. Like, first of all, nearly impossible to get in place because my house is tiny. And they had to go down makeshift like carpenter stairs. So that was fun. And then literally everything that could have gone wrong went wrong. And I've hooked up so many washers and dryers like it's not a big deal. Everything fucking went wrong. Everything went wrong. But they work now.
Well, that's good. You need to be able to wash your clothing.
Oh, I know. And like I was so adamant about getting it done because I've gone so long. I'm like, I'm at the end. Like I'm close to the end. Like before I have to go to a laundromat.
Ooh.
And I hate laundromats.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan.
I mean, like I still have clothes, but like I'm starting to get to that point where it's like, okay, I need to start doing some laundry here. And my house is a wreck.
Yeah, it'll get better.
Oh, I know, but like right now it's a wreck.
Well, yeah, you just moved in last week?
Yeah, last weekend. No, weekend before.
Yeah,
Oh, but like here's
wow.
the thing, and the reason it's a wreck is because like so like you know my house that I had here, I always intended to sell it, so I didn't unpack a lot of stuff. Like a lot of the stuff stayed
Why
packed.
would you? Exactly.
Well, right, exactly. And I was there for about a year and a half longer than I originally intended. So now I'm like, okay, I'm finally gonna fucking like I'm gonna live here. So like I'm making it perfect. Like all my DVDs and stuff were in boxes for like 3 years. And now I finally have a case. Which here's the brilliant thing. I bought one and it was smaller. Like I looked at the dimensions and it said it said that it held like 235 DVDs. That's bullshit. Not even close. But Amazon accidentally sent me 2 of them.
Technically, it could store 235.
I guess. But they literally, like, I'm like, because I ordered so much stuff on Amazon, I didn't even think about it, and I took the box, and I'm like, the hell is this? Open it up, it's another DVD rack, and I checked, I'm like, well, at first I'm like, shit, did I order 2? No. Did they charge me for it? No. Am I going to keep my mouth shut? I was going to sell it, but then I'm like, well, fuck it, no, I can put one on each end, and now it'll look better, and now, because my whole thing was, there were some that I couldn't put out, and I couldn't put my games out. Like, I was going to have to put them in a cabinet or a box or something. I'm like, fuck it. I'll just... Got that shit figured out.
Hell yeah. What games do you play? If you do
Fucking
play.
none. I've got so many, but I don't play them because I don't have time.
Sims is pretty cool.
What are you, 12?
Dude, The Sims 3 was awesome.
I never got into The Sims.
It was fun putting your sim in a room and taking away the doors.
Oh, damn it.
Did you spill it on the shirt? First
We're good. We're good. See, these premium quality t-shirts. I thought we could do a really funny we could do a really funny mock commercial, and then at the end we can be like, but wait, it also doubles as a rack. Like, there's a spill and you just, like, we'll just buy, like, I'm totally ruining it for anybody that watches this, all 2 of you. But, like, we'll just buy, like, a random, or, like, take an old, like, white t-shirt that I have, but pretend it's one of ours and just be, like, grab it and then wipe up the stain. It's like, if nothing else, it can be used for cleaning.
Commercials that come soon. To a theater near you. I really hope next one, my neck's right, so I can actually sit up and and be available.
And engage. But, damn it, we're going to do a podcast every Wednesday, unless something, like, really...
I definitely did not want to do one tonight, but hey.
Oh, dude, I didn't want to do one tonight. I didn't want to do one tonight either, because, like, I'm fucking fried. Like, when I went to war with dishwasher and dryer, there were casualties on both sides, but I won the war. And I'm not going to lie, I kicked the washer. I'm not going to lie. I kicked that sumbitch.
This is my household.
So, okay, because this is turning into a very random one. So while we're on the subject, my channel, some of you may have discerned, but what I'm going to do, there's not really one particular topic that I'm focusing on, but there's going to be